back. For those just tuning in, I'm Paul Murphy from Kingscott Accountants in Gloucester, and in this short video I will be going through a slightly whistle-topped tour of the basic reports in Xero. In previous videos we've covered raising sales invoices and analysing the bank, and this is to really show what reports you can get from the system once you've done those things of putting in your income and expenses and reconciling the bank. So this is the main dashboard for Xero that you will first see when you kind of log into the system. If we just click on reports at the top, there is already highlighted the kind of favourite, most used reports on the system. I'm just going to pick aged receivables first. So this is customers who owe the business money, and as long as the bank is reconciled, up to date, i.e. customer payments have been marked and invoices have been marked as paid when they have been paid, then this should give us an accurate list of who owes us money, and helping us obviously predict cash flow going forward, but also as a probably a healthy reminder of who's quite a long outstanding and who's kind of exceeded the terms that they were given, and who maybe needs a statement sent to them or a phone call just to check that everything's okay with the with the invoice. So that'd be a very useful tool for any small business to be able to know at the click of a button who owes them money. On the flip side of that, we have aged payables. Payables and receivables are kind of international accounting speak. Sorry, so if you're used to debtors and creditors, the language of that is probably going to change in this direction in the future. So aged payables is, sorry, just to recap, aged payables is who our business owes money to, and so there's not many. Here we're obviously quite good at paying our bills, apart from Smart Agency I see here at the bottom, but this will be a useful tool for knowing who you need to pay, and as long as you're quite good at adding bills onto the system when they arrive, you could use this as a very accurate tool for who you owe money to. I would suggest that would be a better way than saying just having a tray of bills due for payment. Here you'll be able to see it kind of in one list, and it'll be forever being kind of correctly updated when you actually make the payment to the supplier and reconcile it on the Xero bank. That supplier will disappear from this list, so this should be a live list of who owes you money. So that's the receivables and payables. Now, probably the most common report you're used to seeing is certainly the report that the accountant will make every year for your tax return is the profit and loss account. And so if I just click on profit and loss account here, again, I'll just click year-to-date progress to make it a little bit more user-friendly. But what we have here is our sales, our income and expenses for the period. It can be any date range you want. Sorry, you can. There are the options to change that. But here, this is showing us that our profit for the period under review. Again, a very useful tool, especially if you've actually got a budget and you were expecting to, say, make a certain amount of sales by this point in the year. There is the function at the top here, actual versus overall budget. So if at the start of the year we have a budget for what we want to do in 2016, 2017, we can put it into Xero and then each month check how we're doing against our budget. So if I just click that through here, it's nicely color-coded. Green means good and red means bad, in simplistic terms anyway, but just looking at the top line here of the sales, that we are well in advance of where we thought we would be budgeting point of view, but at the same time our direct costs have gone up and we weren't expecting certain costs. So but it's very much a useful tool to see if you've got a plan for where you want to be at the end of the year, showing you how well you're doing on that actual journey. So that's the first three done. So that's the aged receivables, the aged payables, and the profit and loss account. The final one, and probably the most the one that most clients want to kind of hear about, is the VAT return. Now, all we've done so far is put through our sales, put through our purchases, and analyse the bank account. But basically, now that we've done that, a lot of this stuff just flows out of the system. It does need sense checking, and that's obviously something that still needs to be done. But if I just click on VAT return here, and again this is slightly older data, but if I just update to September and click, there we go, it's produced our VAT return. So here we have, you can see there's a VAT audit report if you want to see the individual breakdown of every item, but basically this is our VAT return complete. And what we can do from here now, because this is demo data, it won't actually show the big green button on this version, but you can click from here and submit your VAT return directly to HM Revenue and Customs. So yeah, it's a really kind of easy time saving. You don't have to go into the Revenue website. It's all done automatically through the system. So they're the main reports that I think that a small business owner would use on a monthly or quarterly basis. And one thing to bear in mind is that HMRC has launched an initiative called Making Tax Digital. And from 2018, businesses will start to need to file their results quarterly to HMRC rather than kind of annually. I think they will still do annually, but they will be a requirement to submit quarterly. But if you can imagine, if at the moment you're creating your records on Excel spreadsheets, trying to collate them all each quarter to be able to submit them to HMRC would be quite an onerous task. Whereas with a system like this, you're doing your bookkeeping as you're going along, and anything that you might need to produce quarterly should be very easy to extract from the system. So that's just a food for thought there, that the future in HMRC are kind of pushing businesses to quarterly reporting, which this is a tool that will help you be compliant in that respect. So that does conclude this whistle-stop tour. I hope you found the demonstrations useful and can hopefully see the real benefits of looking at cloud accounting if you're not already doing so. If you would like to know more, and specifically how we could see as Kingscott Dick, how we could see cloud accounting working for your business or working within the quirks of your business, because you might have many questions that arise from just seeing the short demonstration, then please do get in touch with us and arrange to have a chat through properly. Okay, thank you for listening.